Welcome back to Camera West TV. My name's Carlo, and today we have a special unboxing episode. I have in front of me the new Leica M6, and look at this box. It's so compact. It's definitely much more compact compared to the M11, the M10, even the SL boxes, and definitely the MP and MA. According to Leica, they were inspired by the original packaging, so what better way to reissue a camera than to put it back in a very similar original box. So let's break out the knife and unseal this camera. All right, so I have the seal right here. We're gonna just carefully undo it. And boom, look at that, the original Lights logo. So we have here what looks similar to the original box. It's definitely much more updated with obviously today's materials. We have the Leica M as well as the product code, and then what's included in the box. And let's open this camera. There we go. So I'm just gonna remove the items. So the original M6 container used to have a section to hold the strap on the side. So it looks like it might be inside this black clamshell. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Looks like we have some paperwork in the box. So we got a couple things here. So included in the box, you have a standard CR13N battery, which is also what is used in the MP. We have a secondary battery door that has the slot, so if you use a coin, a key, or even your fingernail, you can twist it open without having to, use your fingers too much. And it looks like they went back with the original design of the instruction manual, which is pretty cool. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh God. All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. The Leica M6. We have a very similar interior to the original clamshell. The internals of the packaging is definitely a nod to the original clamshell packaging, and they've included this strap, and it is also in a similar package style to the original Leica M6 strap. However, this one is a leather strap and not the nylon with the rubber. But now, let's unwrap this camera. Wow. So the most notable upgrade to the M6 is a all brass body. So you have a brass top plate, a brass bottom plate, as well as brass components. The film advance is brass, the rewind knob I believe is brass, and I think even the battery door might be brass. I could be wrong though. Every little bit of this, for the most part, is brass. And then secondly, we have the Lights logo. And so we have the Ernst Lights Wetzlar Germany logo up top on the top plate. And then we have a Made in Germany stamp right here on the leather. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little faint, but when you see it in person, it is definitely a callback to the original M6. So they updated the ISO dial. It is a callback to the original ISO dial on the M6, but fitted with new technology. Now, the light meter is all new in here as well. You have a very similar style to the MP, where you have the two triangles and then a circle in the middle to indicate your correct exposure. You're able to turn the meter off now by turning the shutter dial to bulb. That way you don't drain your battery, which was a common problem with the M6 Classic. Another thing is that there is a battery warning LED inside the rangefinder as well, so now you'll know if your battery is about to die. I believe lastly, they improved the rangefinder, so now is a similar rangefinder as what you find in the MA and the MP. So it's less prone to flaring, it's increased contrast, so in difficult lighting situations, you're able to see your rangefinder patch. I know that there was like some ghosting and flaring issues with the original, but it seems that, you know, even if I put it up here and point it directly at the light, yeah, it's just as bright as an MP. Yeah, I guess the last thing is you're all wondering about the finish. So it was stated that it is a very similar finish or the same finish as the M11. However, on brass, this finish feels pretty similar to black chrome. It doesn't feel as grippy or gritty as the M11 brand new, but I will say it feels very similar to the silver chrome. So I guess the last thing here is to fire off a couple shots. Listen to the shutter. Nice, that is very smooth. Cool, and then let's just take a look inside the camera. So we also have our diagram here at the bottom. It tells you how to load the film. For those of you who don't know how to load a Leica M, film canister goes in here, leader goes to the side. You want to make sure that it catches on your sprockets. You want to advance and get visual reference that it's loaded and locked in, and then close your door. Then put the faceplate back on. I'd rather burn a couple frames knowing that my film is locked rather than pretending I shot a whole roll. I will say that this camera does feel very nice. Also, for people who wear glasses, you'll be pleased to know that this is similar to the MP and MA, and it's not metal like the original M6, so it won't scratch up your lenses. Another thing, the leatherette is more similar to the M11, but this feels much more grippy, which I like. It was confirmed by Leica themselves that the parts for the new Leica M6 are backwards compatible with the old Leica M6. I'm not 100% sure if it's compatible with the TTL versions, but if you have a classic M6, know that you will be able to get your camera serviced by Leica. Well, this concludes our unboxing and first look of the new Leica M6. I will say that this is definitely a big win for the film community, as you know, M6 prices are through the roof. Being able to have a brand new film camera in 2022 is probably something we would have never heard before, but Leica is here to do it. And I'm also happy to know that along with bringing in a new camera, they brought back resources to help out and service the old camera. So I think that's very inclusive for what Leica is doing with their film program. So head over to leicastoresf.com or camerawest.com and place your pre-order today. As always, I'm Carlo. Thanks for watching. I want to go put some film in this thing.